Hello there, it's Patrina again. Do you have a couple minutes? And today I want to know if you have a couple minutes to talk about impressions. The other day I was talking to some friends about impressions, stereotyping, and bias. And we talked about how bias and stereotyping can get in the way of an objective first impression based on facts. We talked about managing first impressions that you would like to set and the injustice of really using stereotypes as a basis for decision making. Not being aware of the stronghold of stereotyping and bias can lead to bad decisions on our part. It can also lead to discrimination that might result in a loss of applied talents and skills. I once heard of a company that asked the receptionist to note how the people dropping off their resumes were dressed. This was a form of, in some ways, visual bias. I know of another organization where the receptionist was actually related to the owner, and behavioral authenticity and consistency that was demonstrated by the visitor interacting with the receptionist and the hiring managers was really very important in terms of the hiring process. As a person in a position of power and authority, it's important that we try to identify ways that we can help ensure the most objectivity in our evaluations, in our processes, and in our actions. It's important to find a way to realize the talent of those who look to us for leadership. When you're a person in any position, it's important to understand how you influence others' first impressions of you. It's also important to present yourself authentically. This is something that I think those that are now entering the workforce do a better job of than previous generations. I feel like in previous generations, we used a lot of visual first impressions to make decisions. And that might be fine when it comes to objects, but maybe not so much with people. This reminds me that a while back I was on a video call and the person that I had the call with looked like they kind of had just rolled out of bed a little bit. And I was startled by it at first because I wasn't expecting it. And then I began to just kind of ask myself, how this call might have gone if it hadn't been on video. What would my thoughts have been then? And the short answer really was that if we weren't on video, I would have based all of my impressions upon my verbal interactions with that person. And the person was very competent. They were able to work with me and they were able to provide the expertise and ability that was needed to bring value to the moment despite how they were looking. So it's sometimes really difficult to eliminate or suppress our biases and preferences, but it might serve us well to actually just be conscious of them so that we can base our final decisions upon truth, upon facts, and upon our direct interaction. So the next time that you're having the opportunity to make a final impression, ask yourself if the basis of the impression is objective. And if it's not, then simply try again. And with that, that is my few minutes for today. I hope that you found that this has been a topic that's been inspiring, something to help you think, learn, grow, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. I hope that if you are enjoying these messages that you'll like them and share them with others so that they can come along our learning journey as well. Please check out the show notes for a summary of today's session. And I'm so appreciative of you being here with me this week, and I hope to see you back next time. Until then, bye-bye.